We started the business about 6-7 years ago now. It was essentially Rick's idea, my father's idea. He said, well, why don't we start a law firm? And basically the rest is history from there.
We have a number of areas of specialty, and this is the age of specialisation, no matter what industry or profession you're in. I did a lot of common law and then criminal law, common law meaning civil cases, but I enjoyed crime, and that's one of the reasons I got into law, the social justice part of it. From that seems to have flown a lot of work in other areas, such as cases against international figures or countries may have arisen out of an initial defence of a criminal client. And I did one or two cases that involved an action against, for example, diplomatic corps people, and therefore against their governments. And we won those cases, and as a result of that, we were offered a lot more work on the private international law level.
Our relationship at work is fine. I mean, we've developed it over years. There are more people now. When we started, it was the two of us. That was different. We have very different working styles, I think.
At my age, you get a bit fixed in your ways, don't you? But the new generation have different concepts about the way things should be done. I'm not a traditionalist, but it does take a bit to move me from my comfort zone, I suppose. And
I have to respect that. You know, I have my own ideas. I have a different life experience. The times are very different now. And business, of course, the way business is run is very different. But there's a lot to be said for older ways of doing things as well. Richard's taught me that to adapt in business, you've got to be flexible, and you've got to change your ways to meet new standards, a new technology and what have you. So I'm quite happy with that. Every firm, I think, has got to develop a social conscience, and we do that through our work with pro bono clients who have a worthwhile cause and would otherwise be disadvantaged by the lack of funds to prosecute cases, and we'll step in. But we also try to do a lot of work and have been doing a lot of work with the Indigenous communities in Australia through the Supply Nation, in which we try to encourage and support Indigenous businesses and integrate them into this corporate structure in Australia, in the business structure. And that gives them the motivation to proceed. Our focus, what I think makes us different from another firm, is the personal attention that we give to our clients, regardless of their size. So we have clients which are large corporations, and we have clients who are individuals who are funded by legal aid or sometimes even pro bono. Now, no matter who the client is, we give them all of our attention when we're working on their case. And I think that resonates with them, and then they talk to others, and then that's how we develop our work. For a lot of young people now, things come quickly, especially with social media and technology. It's incredible, and people expect things to come quickly. When you start a new business, nothing comes quickly. You have to, every little step is painstaking, and it can be hard, but you have to be patient, and you can only focus and only do one thing at a time. Well, whether it's in business or anything else, I think the basic principle that people must bear in mind is that you should never let your fears get in the way of your dreams. If you think that you want to do something, you just go for it, but only go for it after you've planned and you've studied it, and you've then decided that you're going to focus on that until you succeed, and you never give up. Never, never, never give up. My definition of success in business would be that to be able to do something that you enjoy, to build something from nothing, and then to get it to a point where you can not only enjoy it, but you'd also benefit, in addition to yourself, the people you serve, your customers. I find nothing more satisfying than seeing the relief on people's faces after the case is finished and it's come out in a way that they have hoped it would come out. That's my definition of success. I respect, in historical terms, Abraham Lincoln. In my mind, Abraham Lincoln was one of the greatest leaders this world has seen. He never gave up. He stood for Parliament, you know, about 8 times, and every time he lost, until finally he was elected President of the United States. But from the point of view of current figures, I think there's a senior lawyer who's now retired a long time ago, who always supported me in my time of need, and I'm still supporting him in his time
of need, I suppose, in a nursing home.
The person I respect, I guess, most, in many ways, is my own dad. So,
That's the first
maybe
time
cliche. In my, I have my own, I'm very independent minded and very stubborn, but no matter what he says, I'll respect it. And that's something that is, you can't apply any value to that. There's no defined value on that, but that's just the way it is. And that's, I think, helped in many ways with this business.